Hi everyone, Matthew here at AAWeatherWatch, taking a look at the weather through the rest of the week and a quick look at the weekend's weather as things stand. Within the short term, taking a look at latest satellite imagery, we do have a region of cloud moving in from the west, and that will bring an increasingly wet and rather windy period of weather, especially across more northern areas of the country through the rest of Wednesday. Some pretty poor conditions again across central and particularly northern areas for the Wednesday evening rush hour period, but the further south you are, then a relatively drier day is forecast through the rest of Wednesday. Bring your attention essentially to this region of cloud-free skies to the west of the and southwest of the country. That is an area of high pressure. So if I just highlight this feature of interest, it is this region here where high pressure is beginning to develop. Now what is forecast to happen is once this area of low pressure, centred roughly here, moves eastwards, bringing outbreaks of rain through the rest of the afternoon and into Wednesday evening. Once that low pressure clears to the east, that then allows this area of high pressure to build up from the southwest and into the country through into the course of Thursday and Friday. So the good news is, through the rest of the week, a little window of better weather. There is some rain may reach more western areas towards the end of Friday, but otherwise both Thursday and Friday, yes, quite chilly, especially early and late in the day, but otherwise a lot of useful dry weather. Just taking a look at latest satellite and rainfall radar, and you can already see that north and south divide in the weather beginning to develop. Cloud is a little bit more broken across the far south and especially the southwest, with some brighter weather here. But as you can see across central and especially northern areas of the country, the wet weather is now beginning to move in from the west. And again, it is across northern areas of the country where some particularly wet weather will develop through the rest of the day. So let's take a look at the forecast weather charts now to put the details on to the forecasts. And moving through the sequence, essentially there is the area of low pressure bringing the outbreaks of rain, spreading in from the west through the rest of the afternoon and then on into Wednesday evening. Again, note the distinct north and south divide, particularly regarding precipitation totals. A windy afternoon and evening, note the close proximity of these black lines, the isobars as ever indicating the strength of the wind. Now, most of the wet weather and windy weather will occur this evening and overnight into the early hours of Thursday. So by the time we get through into Thursday morning, there could well be some patchy rain and showers still across the extreme south and southeast, but otherwise this will soon clear, and as I've indicated, it is high pressure which then dominates. A few isolated showers may be possible across parts of Ulster, but otherwise it is a dry day on Thursday. So this is the latest weather chart for around about the middle of the afternoon on Thursday, and you can see the pronounced region of high pressure building in from the west over much of Ireland through the course of the day to lead to a dry day with bright or sunny spells and variable cloud. It will be chilly, however, in a northwesterly breeze, even in some sunshine, temperatures near or a little bit below average, and it will certainly be quite chilly, in particular towards the end of Thursday beneath clear skies. So that area of high pressure builds in, and again it will be chilly on Thursday night, if not quite cold, especially rurally, beneath this area of high pressure. But the good news is we move through into Friday morning, and yes, a chilly if not quite a locally cold start, but it will be dry and crisp with some bright or sunny spells. Now, through the course of Friday, an overall cloud will increase, and generally it will be a cloudier day than compared with Thursday. However, it will still be mainly dry for much of the day. Towards the end of the afternoon, and then particularly into Friday evening, some wet weather may begin to arrive across parts of the north and west, but as you can see, the further south and east you are, yes, albeit rather cloudy by this point, it will still be predominantly dry. Just jumping ahead, if I take a look at Saturday, at the moment in time, may well see some wet weather moving south and east through the course of the day, but then leaving behind a legacy of mainly dry but rather cloudy conditions. And at the moment in time, through into Sunday, it is a region of high pressure which may well return to lead to a rather cloudy day, but predominantly dry at the moment. So at the moment in time, Saturday is likely to be the wettest day as things stand, with Sunday being mainly dry. Just taking a look at the temperatures through the rest of the week, and again, temperatures near or a little bit below average for the start of October. Through the rest of Wednesday, temperatures just 11, 12 or 13 degrees. Through into this evening and overnight, temperatures do drop away through to the early hours of Thursday, perhaps just 6 or 7 degrees rurally in particular, obviously a degree or two higher in towns and cities, and especially around coastal areas. Now through into Thursday, and again temperatures in the range of around about 10 to 14 degrees Celsius. Not feeling too bad in the sunshine on Thursday afternoon, but otherwise it will still feel quite chilly. And temperatures then do quickly drop away on Thursday evening and overnight into Friday. And in particular, it will be quite a cold night again through into the early hours of Friday. As you can see here, minimum temperatures just 3 or 4 degrees Celsius, which may be low enough for a touch of ground frost, again especially across inland rural areas. Now we end the working week, temperatures very similar, somewhere in the region of around about 9 to 14 degrees Celsius on Friday, but probably feeling quite cool on Friday, if not chilly, again given more cloud which develops from the west. So let's finalise that in our midweek weather summary. Looking at Thursday, a chilly start, a few isolated showers perhaps across Ulster in particular, but otherwise it will be a dry day for many. Brighter sunny spells too, but it will be quite chilly, especially early and late in the day, and quite a cold night will follow on Thursday night into Friday. So we start Friday predominantly dry across many areas, quite chilly if not quite cold, but then there will be some dry, if not some brighter sunny spells too, especially across southern and eastern areas, but otherwise cloud will increase from the west through the day, and then eventually, especially across more western areas, some rain is then possible by the end of the afternoon and into the evening. So that's all the latest details for the remainder of the week. As ever, I'll be back with you on Friday, focusing on the attention and the details on the forthcoming weekend's weather. So thanks very much for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your day.